not having very high damage. And I think the idea was, okay, maybe with this doctor we can like, you know, maledict and have Timber bad game like that. But I think then afterwards the clear that okay, we really don't have a way to deal with this.
Dire team pick.
Yep. And that's what I mean. We're about like able to identify the problem draft before that phase of it, you know, all these bans that happen early. Yeah, I think that that's a
which again, like I feel like it was GeekFam's second phase that was their undoing, so they didn't even need to wait that late. Because like the Witch Doctor, what was the Witch Doctor plan? Unless if they were always planning on picking Morphling, then I guess you can kind of have a pretty good lane support because the healing ward is so effective with a Morphling. But aside from that, or sorry, the Voodoo Restoration, but aside from that, like the Witch Doctor, not a great answer to Timbersaw in general, just because Maledict takes so long to deal damage, and Timbersaw's healing up the entire time, and Maledict depends on how much damage is done between ticks. So we'll see. Already, okay. So this is a way stronger opening. This is already like an inherently strong lane if they want to pair them together. If the Grimstroke's a 5, then he can deal damage independently, and Centaur also a very, very strong laner compared to Cuckoo. Also seemed a little bit off balance on the Mars. He was missing quite a few spears. He ended up solo dying to the Timbersaw in lane, whereas the Centaur, it's basically impossible.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's true. It's pretty. I mean, I take offense to that.
What do you mess up? What could you possibly?
I don't know.
Do you not?
I've gotten Stampede stolen before, which should because you pop Retaliate after you cast Stampede. No, there's been a lot of things. Just accidentally hit. But yeah, I agree. It's a I feel like it's a really strong hero right now. That Grimstroke is like a cool little answer for the Timbersaw if run that again, right? Now the thing that I'd be concerned about is they got an IO first phase. I am worried about the fact that they don't have anything that like deals already like massive amounts of damage just right off the bat. I would want to see like Geek maybe pick up something like heavy burst, but also not the magical damage. That was a problem.
Or anything that is effective at jumping on the backlines. Either of those approaches.
10 seconds remaining.
But I'm curious to see if TNC are a good IO team. I kind of don't really associate Southeast Asia being IO teams. I see. Because, I mean, generally, like, South America and Southeast Asia are the last holdouts of becoming strong. We haven't even seen IOB first phase ban at all. Any of these games. So I'm surprised to see it. If they can pull it off, that's great. It's a very, very strong hero. Curious to see what they'll pair it up with. Usually we're seeing IO paired up with like 2 different heroes. One in the lane and then one in the mid to late game. Brewmaster's just going to be their offlane, so not a very popular offlaner, but so a pretty good one dealing with a Centaur. Makes Stampede kind of unreliable as an escape maneuver. Cyclone people and fight.
So Tim's has a 70% rate on IO professional games, but the last match that they played
5 seconds remaining.
Or that was like,
yeah, that sounds about right. Strong win rate, but not
a
particularly.
They played it a lot in Chengdu made. Obviously they won.
Right.
So it is something that they've worked on, and I think that he has it down. It's like it's so much easier to play IO nowadays. Oh my god. No wonder you banned AA first pick overall. Holy crap. Look at all the heal.
Definitely feels like an easy Alchemist game again, if they want to go for it. And yet again, GeekFam, I mean, at least they're going for a lot of damage. I just hope that they're, again, not going too tunnel vision-y, because I've seen the Grimstroke Lich combination fail because everyone's just so hyped up on the team fight aspect of it. Much as how we saw in the previous game, you're never allowed to, because the enemy team never gives you a 5v5. We'll see if they can do it this time. But at least they're not lacking in damage, and at least their lanes are very strong, because Lich is a strong laner. All these heroes are very, very strong laners.
5 seconds remaining.
So I'm significantly more encouraged.
I agree with that. I think that the Lich Ricky lane is wrong. Against the Brewmaster with either an IO or the Oracle, expecting the IO Brew, that is a really hard lane, though. It's kind of been slept how good he is. Better than see if it ends up being. It's always that like weird timing, right? Where like if mid-game team fights are like determining who wins, having these heroes that just sell it controlling in the midst of those team fights, they become way better.
Assuming you're not hamstrung by your cooldown dependence.
Right.
That has always been Brewmaster's downfall.
Yeah.
Dire team banned.
Fourth pick, Kunkka. God, dude, look at this. Like, how are you gonna kill any hero right now? You've got boat buff, you've got Oracle and IO heal. What are they gonna? Because they do still need to get damage. What are they round out this draft with? For oriented hero, the carry of some kind that
5 seconds
deal a lot
remaining.
of damage and.
They can go. Wait. Morphling's banned, Gyro's banned, DK's banned.
Anticipating it's a gift. I guess that hypothetically sidling Kunk.
I'd be down for like a slot. Yeah. I mean, it's not an easy Slark game, but you have an Io and an Oracle. If you have that much in terms of get out of jail free, I kind of agree with this.
TNC
What is Bristle?
Nice. Well done. Heals for days. Yeah.
Disgusting. This draft is gross. Get me out of this game. Play against the how do you play against this?
I don't know how Ricky's especially
10 seconds remaining.
There's no one. There's no one that he can kill. The Oracle is going to be standing 10 million miles back because he just needs to feed heals into the IO, who will also be standing far back because he's just going to be standing behind the Bristleback. So it's just going to be a conga line of heals.
What do you think about that hero 2 dead? I'm trying to think of. I mean, even if you break him,
You may now select your heroes.
that's kind of cool. Those heroes don't have a ton of int.
Yeah, but it takes so long to build up stacks now, and you are not going to be able to like weave in and out of fight because of Kunkka. It's literally, well, and Brewmaster. So like I was saying, that the Cyclone's a very effective way at keeping people in fights, as is X Torrent Boat, and the way that OD is played these days is that like you kind of slowly, quietly build up stacks with the Astral and the Arcane Orb. You kind of leave for a little bit so that you keep racking up the stacks, and then you drop down a massive Sanity's Eclipse. In this game, I feel like any fight that breaks out is going to be over in like 15 seconds.
It's fair. It could be.
And OD's just not going to get time to get big Sanity. Because yeah, you're right. Against all these strike cores, theoretically the Sanity's Eclipse should be quite effective. Assuming that they build up the stacks.
Right. That's the big caveat there. We'll have to see if GeekFam can keep the OD alive and out of air long enough to the big old hammer. But going into this game at number 2, TNC definitely favorites at the moment. Have been able to early game number 1. They can do the same. At least by the odds, it looked like it was favoring TNC. larger margin than. Man, TNC after like disappointing through the. Worried that they were going to be falling off necessarily. I thought, well, but like they'd already secured their spot at TI because they won the major earlier. Like they were obviously a good enough team to feel like they were trying very hard, like taking it easy, just messing around and stuff like that. And that to me is like an easier thing to change a little bit, you know?
Yes, but I never look at like a March lineup and think like, oh yeah, this is a team that will get kind of lazy in like a mid-season slump. March seems like an energetic enough captain that he would continuously push his teammates to success, and didn't really happen. Like even day before yesterday, they lost 2-0 to Boom.
30 seconds to
Boom,
go.
Boom's a respectable team, but like they were like throwing massive leads and stuff like that. I don't know. I was very discouraged, but above anything else, I think their drafting has been fantastic this year.
Whitemon likes what he sees. Giggle himself on back. And over here to the side, Tim's. Oh, make it happen. This guy. Are they going to get all four? Dude, Gabby's not going to tempt fate, but he will be able to pick it up here on Tim's. Oh, Whitemon. There they go. And Carl, he's going to start talking in voice lines.
This changes nothing.
So glad they added all these voice lines that are the hero-specific ones. It's great.
I do agree with a lot of people that level 25 you should be able to choose your own, though. See a lot more flavor come out. So mid lane it's gonna be OD versus Kunkka.
Straight to the bottom.
Lich and Ricky, which is a very, very strong lane, versus the Brewmaster and the Oracle. Bristol and Io. Incredibly terrifying dual lane versus the Grimstroken.
Careful about all these stacks building up right now. Cuckoo does not have a stick. Maybe he's able to back a little bit there. Probably gonna try and make sure that the camps are not blocked out
Bro,
fully.
he's got 4 stacks.
Oh yeah, Cuckoo. What's happening, my man? Excuse me. He's just dead.
Yeah, what?
I take what I
Well, that's what happens.
That's what happens. He even had a mango of his own, so it's not like Io coming in really made that kill happen. Gabby could have made that happen without the Io.
This changes. Step lively now. Your admiral is on.
Alright, well, Carl doesn't mind. This is all according to plan, according to the OD. What a great line.
Does it?
I like that line. I don't think I've seen OD so infrequently that I haven't seen a gold rank OD line before, but man, this changes nothing.
It's good. It's I mean, it can be used simultaneously. Like, I guess the main way that you have to use it is if things are going bad,
Yeah,
right?
I think you do.
Because you can't, like, if you get a kill and then it's like this changes nothing, you're behind like 20k. That's pretty funny too, but I don't know.
No, I like the non-ironic approach where your team is feeding. You're like, whatever. I'm gonna carry these scrubs to victory.
Well, Gabby again is gonna try and go for some more pressure on with the Quill. Does not have any more mangoes left in the tank, but Tim does have one. So that's gonna be the main factor for them. He gets his soul.
This Gabby's level 3. I'm actually a big fan of how Tim's is like not soaking up any experience.
Not gonna work. Not gonna work.
And this is without the passive even skilled up yet from Gabby. He's still just that tanky.
Oh, Cuckoo's dead.
Turning it around.
He didn't know about the Quill. He didn't know about the goo. He didn't know at all.
He straight up
He's
blew
dead.
the stick
You
like,
don't have the
with like 3 charges at the very beginning of that gank.
Stop.
He waited for the pause afterwards. What the hell? Are you gonna pause? Are you gonna just like do that on the pause? Ugh. I'm a big fan of Gabby. I think he should be fine here, right? Like, he's got so much regen.
And he can't build up any.
Oh, never mind. I was super wrong.
Was he like locked or something? Did he not walk down?
I think that he was trying to dodge and then I didn't realize he had 2 hits that were coming from the tower.
Oh.
But yeah. Ridiculous. That was kind of interesting right there as well. They used the ink swell on the creep because it has no cast point if you're casting it on another one, or a shorter cast point if you're casting it onto somebody else. But the other creeps, and then they ran away.
Straight to the bottom with you.
I always thought that a very underrated build that has not come to popularity yet, because I think it's still a possibility, is a stroke. Because the creeps already have really high move speed from the Dominator itself. It's a good aura item, you put an ink swell on it, potential, it's there.
Sounds great. We're down. Do you get double soul line if you're using it with the creep? Like if you've got a dominated creep and you throw like a hurl boulder or something from a
oh yeah, no, it'll duplicate also, yeah. Or double nets, yeah. I'm telling you, you're on the right wavelength with me, Gabe.
I like it. Sounds great. So far up here in the top, we haven't talked about much. He's having a good time. 19 and 3, so not really able to stop the Brewmaster from army. The big surprise to me is that Kunkka's been able to kind of make a love for himself in this. Yes, there's 8 denies on the OD, but in terms of difference in XP, it's relatively close. So he's not having a really good time against what's thought of as one of the bigger counters for.
Yeah, ever since Arcane Orb got changed, it's not as one-sided as it once was, because it's not as easy for the OD to build like high damage advantage, because you're not just stealing int. It's still a ranged hero versus a melee hero, a hero that like has advanced nuke versus, you know, Headbreaker, which is fairly reliable, but yeah,
Your admiral is on board.
holding his own.
Body block. Way. Cuckoo stealing the boundary room and staying stomped afterwards, as he's been known to do. The only problem is that he's level 3, Gabby's almost 5, so fucking that much mess here. Throws out mid. Zephyr be going for setup. Armel is not careful. 6 is there for Carl.
He's got 2 bracers. This is not an easy kill.
Can't really out here, I guess.
Because they're level 6 off this wave, and so if they don't go now, then they're definitely not going to be able to go afterwards.
Back to play there. Back up for a second. Doesn't quite get that kill there, but he's level 6. He's level 6. He's fine.
Excellent. Slow for this phase.
My life.
Burr gonna TP afterwards. They're just looking to make something happen here, because right now all their lanes are at the very least breaking even. I think they spotted him too. AP likely gonna play this a little bit safe now. Carl, they can't do it really. They're just gonna try and backlane.
Very solid awareness.
Dire's bottom tower is
At this
under
point,
attack.
the Bristol back lane is unsalvageable. The center just has to dodge it, and then what the hell's a good stroke with a lane that can't support. So, roams mid, doesn't work out, immediately TV's up, and so very, very cognizant of KP to
Play there by Tim as well. Gets the V-Warp afterwards. Cuckoo. Torrent gonna connect. Ooh, Gabby gets the kill.
confidence in not even they're going for the X. He knew the torrent was going to land.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, if you look at the CS right now, though, it is all GeekFam that are in the lead, in spite of the kill score. But I just have the feeling is deny there onto the ward. I have the continued feeling that you're gonna have TNC hit a point in game where it's hard for GeekFam to fight them.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised how the death earlier on. Oh,
That kill in the march.
Dire's bottom
Goo
tower is
encouraging
under
on his
attack.
team there. He's almost level 6 himself. 7.
Hey, None of those are what I want, so let's see. So, I mean, as this ring got nerfed, so great. Our ring quite good. Rusty Shovel's amazing on Oz. The themselves.
Really good for Oracle too.
Yeah, definitely. The Royal Jump pretty solid on IO. Yeah, so far not the greatest neutral.
Level picked up there.
Okay.
So I think that actually better on Oracle because like throwing it on false promise target is so. Now they get Royal Jelly too. All right, this is actually the dream. That's just so
Yeah, and it's not gonna matter too because Soulbind's gonna be up again by the time TNC finish taking the potion and come back for the next siege. And I don't